it was not for one match. One match on this show that should have been the main event. This was a waste of time. Sorry. Guys, what's going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and I'm here live for my live review of Smackdown from the June 12th, 2020 edition of Smackdown, the go-home show for This is the Greatest Show! Backlash. So yeah, it's not supposed to be the go-home show. And again, other than the one match I know we all want to talk about, that Intercontinental Championship Finals match, I did not care about this show whatsoever. In fact, again, I almost fell asleep while watching this. Rough weekend with work, and just to watch a show boring and just putting me to sleep, I am just like, I couldn't watch it. Sorry, I was literally just kind of interrupted a little bit, but it's okay. So I don't have much to really say about this show. I'm just going to go right through. I was instantly turned off by this opening segment. But hold on, I'm sorry. But instantly, again, I was just turned off by this opening segment. I'm sorry, I had a distraction on my phone for a second. Anyways, so, and yes, also, that's the other thing, too. The crowd. Tyler's got a good point. The crowd being fake as hell. Especially during this opening segment. There was obviously one person who was entertained by this opening segment, and that was Vince. And now that he has the crowd in control of the palm of his hands, I'm sure he really, really likes to have, it just made it even worse. Oh my goodness, that I hate this. So, they advertise that they're going to have a contract signing between Jeff Hardy and Sheamus for their match this coming Sunday. And I'm like, okay, why are we having a contract signing for this? Well, here's why. So the show opens up with Sheamus coming out with a bunch of ring crew and whatnot, and other people. I'm thinking, I was probably gonna take like a sobriety test or something like that. Out comes Jeff Hardy. Sheamus says he brings this doctor here to get quick results on a piss test. Oh, no, I'm sorry, on a urine test. As soon as that word left Sheamus's mouth, I am just like, not again. Not again. Flashbacks to the AOP feud from late 2018, I believe it was. Yeah, it's that long ago that I try to forget about it. Those freaking piss jokes and whatnot just freaking pissed me off. And I can't say piss without feeling violated now because of that and this segment. So Jeff Hardy, Sheamus in a sense makes Jeff Hardy take a piss test. And Jeff Hardy even flat out admits, hey, my name's Jeff Hardy. I deal with these issues and whatnot. And basically it's kind of a little personal. Which, okay, I appreciate them doing that because, like I said, the hardest part I have about them continuing to do stories about Jeff Hardy and his, and his personal issues with, alcohol and substances and whatnot is because, again, he keeps going back to it. And because of that makes it hard for me to forgive him. But as I hear him tell the story about how, he knows he continues to go back to it. And, trust me, he goes back to his, his therapy sessions where he admits that it affects everyone around him, his fans, his family, this and that. But of course Sheamus continues to fire shots and basically cuts a little childish PSA while Jeff Hardy's taking his piss segment to don't do drugs. Basically, it's like, okay, it just sounded like something that's thrown on paper and whatnot. So Jeff Hardy comes back out of the little thing surrounding him by taking this urine test. And of course, the first thing the camera zooms in on is the cup of piss. And you can bet yourself Vince McMahon was telling the camera crew, "You want to piss, you want to piss, you want to piss, you want to piss." And Jeff Hardy pretty much goes on just to trick Sheamus into him taking the piss and just throwing it into Sheamus' face. Sheamus starts like coughing, like, you know, he's been completely violated, like he's a freaking germaphobe and whatnot. And then we have the doctor later catch Sheamus in the bathroom, wash himself off, and the doctor tells him that Hardy tested negative, and Sheamus snaps, and then him and Hardy brawl randomly during an interview with Otis later on in the show. It was awful. It was stupid. It was just... It was only done to make Vince laugh. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. You know, there's people that can make piss and fart jokes all they want, and it can be funny. But when you're Vince McMahon, forcing it down our throats, and making it only funny because he thinks it's funny, it's a complete turnoff. Again, the moment Sheamus mentioned a urine test, I am just like, mind is mentally checked out of this. Because I know it's coming, and it came. It happened, and it passed, and we just move on from this. Because it was stupid. Just stupid. Anyways, we then have... Oh yeah, we had a non-title match with the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, the New Day, and the Artistic Collective Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. And guess what happens in all typical non-title matches? Yeah, the champions lose, Cesaro and Nakamura win. What story is there behind these two feuding and Cesaro and Nakamura getting a title shot? Oh, well, they beat the Tag Team Champions in a non-title match. Haven't we seen that? Haven't we seen that plenty of times, my friends? Haven't we? I think so, yeah. So probably on SmackDown next week, we're going to get a SmackDown Tag Title shot with Cesaro and Nakamura. Yay. Before, of course, we see Sheamus and Hardy brawling backstage along the ladders. We see Otis is blindfolded talking to Tucky, who is back for the first time, I think, since right before WrestleMania. He wants to sharpen all of Otis's senses ahead of their six-man tag match. Mandy Rose rolls up, kisses him, damn it! And they have a cute moment together, and Otis is like, Tucky, what are you doing? But then he pulls the blindfold, realizes it's his peach. But then Tucker's like, gets his attention, gotta focus and whatnot. He's like, yeah, you're right, gotta focus. And of course, Mandy wishes him good luck, just like any dream girl, for crying out loud. Anyways, so then we have the match that should have been the main event of this show for sure. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship in the finals. These guys have had a series of matches in 2018 and the beginning of 2019. They had it was actually on the SmackDown of WrestleMania 34. Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles took on each other one-on-one in the main event. We also saw them take on each other one-on-one the SmackDown before Crown Jewel in 2018. Then when Bryan turned heel, that was a good match. The match at TLC was also pretty good. Match at Royal Rumble 2019 though was not that great. This match though, dear Lord, was this my favorite. I think the right dynamic was there, the right method, of course, as well. There was just a ton of psychology happening, the viciousness to the leg, as well. Bryan really attacked the arms of Styles a lot throughout the match, obviously, because that's one of Styles' strengths. And yes, he does some good maneuvers with the legs as well, but attacking with the arm, Styles went after Bryan's legs, as Bryan was Bryan's key opponent with him was the legs, but these two beat the ever-living crap out of each other. Like, literally, this could have been a world title match. It was long. Yes, it went through 2 or 3 commercial breaks, but it was great. You didn't know who was going to win it. Some great back and forth action. Again, great, technical wrestling match. The back suplex we got there as well. We had a suicide dive countered by a Pele kick, but then a phenomenal forearm countered into the Danielson special, and then AJ reversed into a calf crusher, but Bryan was able to break out of that. What else we got there? Again, another back suplex. Styles hit a moonsault inverted DDT as well on him. Pele kick into an ankle lock. We got a German suplex, the yes lock. We got stomps to the head, and then a bunch of other things. Like, these two literally went bent every body part. There was one part in this match where Bryan's leg was actually stuck in the ropes, and Styles was continuously attacking it, and the way it was sitting, it looked like it was legitimately in pain. Like, I thought Bryan was going to literally get his knee ripped out of place. It was literally that vicious looking. But trust me, if this was front of a legitimate crowd and not a stage crowd, this would be a hot match for sure. It was amazing. And then towards the end of the match, Bryan gets ready to hit the flying knee. But then when he goes to hit it, Styles reverses it and hits the Styles Clash. But then he doesn't go for the pin, though, after the Styles Clash. He then goes to the apron, springboards, hits a phenomenal forearm to win the Intercontinental Champion for the first time in his career. Again, it was an awesome match. Could have gone either way for sure. And of course, I would have been fine with either one winning this match. But AJ Styles is the winner. And I'm cool with it. It's actually on SmackDown, so I'm fine to win the Intercontinental Championship. It was definitely a match of the year candidate. It was phenomenal. And it should have been the freaking main event of this show. And yet it was not. But what can we do? Because Bruce Pritchard now is the executive of creative, or whatever it's called, of both Raw and SmackDown now. And he does something called kiss up to Vince McMahon like an ass. After the match, of course, Styles is interviewed saying he's the best WWE champion the WWE Universe has ever seen. And he is phenomenal. So back to some crappy stuff. We see what happened with Braun Strowman, The Miz, and Morrison last week, which again was stupid. Strowman says how there's nothing that's going to be able to fix Miz and Morrison after what he does to them at Backlash, and he likes Otis, but he's not in the mood to play games with Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's got no problem obliterating some heavy machinery since he's teaming up with them in the main event. Bayley and Sasha had some championship celebration since they won the tag titles, and yes, I know Bayley's a dual champion, but I could not find a PNG image of her with both titles. That's why it's not been updated, and probably won't be updated for the Backlash preview predictions, which I'll probably wait and do tomorrow because I'm not really awake enough right now. But they basically get into the ring, they start celebrating. Bayley's about to recite one of her poems to Sasha when Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross come by saying they want to join the party. The Iconics appear on a Titantron and basically just distract Sasha and Bayley for Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss to attack them. No point there. We had that. Miz and Morrison were about to show off in the music video until it was interrupted by Braun Strowman's entrance, and we have a 6-man tag in the main event that I really didn't care about. Otis, though, left the match partially through to go back and confront Baron Corbin, who was hitting on Mandy Rose, but came back, and eventually he was able to get the pinfall on Dolph Ziggler, and Heavy Machinery gets the victory, and Mandy Rose celebrates with the boys. That was SmackDown, literally pointless except for that match with Bryan and Styles, which should have been the main event. Should have been. If I was more winged, I would definitely have done live reactions to it, but man, it's pointless, it's lifeless, and Sunday's not going to be the greatest wrestling match of all time. we saw one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time on this show. That's a match you can safely advertise as the greatest wrestling match of all time. Not Edge and Orton, though. But who knows? I gave SmackDown C-. C- because that was a one-match show. Sheamus and Cesaro united as a bar. Why not? It was like when HBK threw a piss to Vince. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they were duplicating. Yeah, get rid of that championship, and that should be at Backlash for the IC title. Yep, that's what it should have been, but nope, they didn't. And they're just throwing it away with a bunch of pointless matches at Backlash, and I'm not excited for it. But that's going to do it for this review, guys. Again, maybe I'll do my Backlash predictions tonight. If not, I will wait and do them tomorrow. But that's going to do it, guys. C- for SmackDown. What are your thoughts on SmackDown this week? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Slap a like on the video. Subscribe for more content to my channel. And follow me on Twitter at TheManAirBoy93. Until then, guys, signing out. Have a great night. Peace out, everybody.